Alright, y'all, I got an early morning story, but it's pretty long, so y'all gotta be invested. So I used to live in these apartments called the Think East Apartments on the east side. And I had this neighbor. She always seemed to get in a fight with whomever she lived with. Like every other night, they was fighting, like fighting hard, like going at it. One day, she decides to say, they fighting. She goes, I'm gonna get a gun and I'm gonna shoot you. I'm like, whoa. I'm listening to the whole conversation. They've been arguing all night. Finally, she said, I'm gonna get this gun and I'm gonna shoot you. I'm like, yo, a gun. She ain't never said nothing like that before. Like a gun. Miss. So she say she gonna get the gun. I'm like, yo, the walls are thin enough for me to hear this conversation. It's thin enough for a bullet to come through them. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, I'm 7.5 months pregnant. And I don't need that kind of riffraff in my life. So I do what a noble citizen would do. I call the police. Yeah, this is what a story. So I called the operator. She's like, what's your emergency? I told her what happened. And I gave her the apartment number and all that. And I told her, okay, so it's like 4 o'clock in the morning. I hear, before I called the police, I heard like this loud bang. I look at my front door, and it was 2 white dudes moving a mattress at like 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. And I looked at him. The dude was like, you just getting in or waking up? I said, been up. He said, me too. And I walked back in and I closed the door. I was like, oh yeah, I'm finna call the police, because what are they doing? It's already suspicious. So I called. So I was like, yes ma'am. And it was 2 white guys in the hallway moving a mattress. And they seemed to be coming out of that apartment, the one that's making all the noise, right? She was like, oh, do you know what they look like? I was like, so I gave her like the best description I could give, you know, in that little instance that I had with them. But I'm no First 48 watcher, so I don't know all the details of, you know, anywho. So made the phone call at like 4. Police didn't get there till like 7. Red flag number 1. The police didn't get there till like 7. But in that little time frame, those little 3 hours, I was able to realize that I gave the operator the wrong apartment number. I was like, shit, like, I had to think about it, and I was like, fuck, like, do you, like, I didn't know what I don't know what the protocol is when you snitching on somebody, so I didn't know if you was supposed to call back and tell them, or, so I waited. And when I seen the police pull up, I met him at the at the top of the stairs, and I was like, hey, yo, look, when I called the operator, I realized I gave her the wrong apartment number, but it's this apartment right here, bro. I pointed the apartment out and everything. What? Who does that? Oh, it's that apartment right there, like that one. So I pointed the apartment out, and I went back in my apartment, locked the door and all that. I'm telling y'all, he wasn't in there for nothing, but he wasn't even in that apartment for like 45 seconds. He came back, but he was drenched in sweat. It was a fit, you know, a little chubby officer. He was drenched in sweat. He was like, man, she got it hot as hell up in there. I was like, damn, like how hot does she have it? If you went in there for nothing but 45 seconds and you come back, you knocking on my door talking about, we checked the apartment, there's nobody in the apartment but her. What? Yeah, there's no gun or nothing in the apartment. There's nobody. She lives by herself. She's schizophrenic. You're gonna have a lot of issues with her. Wait a minute. So all them nights when I was hearing people arguing back and forth, that was her. All them nights when I was hearing somebody having sex, that was her. Bro, all them nights she was beating up on herself, that was her.